with For the One many years ago. Now he is a pastor over in Denton, college pastor. But he did comedy back in the day, so now he has come out of retirement to help us out. So really give a really warm welcome for Brandon Bell.
Thank you guys. Yeah, so my name is Brandon, and it's been just a really encouraging past couple of years. People set up flags for me. They're just like, let's go. I'm like, thank you. I love my name. Well, honestly, you ever wish your parents had named you something a little cooler? Like I do, because I wish my parents had named me Jaquan. That's just the coolest name to me, because think about it. Jake's like my favorite white guy name. And Juan's my favorite Mexican guy name. You put them together, it's my favorite black guy named Jaquan. That's like the coolest name. But yeah, I have ADD, and it's a struggle. You know, people take it lightly. It's a severe mental illness. There's normal things that you guys can do that I can't. Like I can't shop at Costco. Like she was talking, I can't shop. I'll come back with a coffin instead of bread, like my wife told me. You know, it'll just happen. And I have medication. I just can't remember to take it. You know, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go take my medicine. But wait, I think I just solved world hunger. But not until I kill that spider. You know, like I don't get anywhere. And I was talking to my preacher at the time about it. It was like a real struggle in my life, my marriage. I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. This man gave me 3 books about ADD. How are you gonna give somebody with ADD 3 books? You know? Like, how will I ever choose which book I'll start and never ever finish, you know? That's just not helpful. That's like the time I gave my friend who was born without hands a pair of gloves for Christmas. They're kind of like hands. It's just not helpful. Yeah, so I work with college students now. I used to be a coach back in the day. I was a coach, and then God called me to youth ministry. And you would think that'd be a pretty simple transition, like an easy change, but it was harder than I thought, you know? Because like when you're a coach, you are expected to yell at some kids, you know? Like, man, get your head in the game. Get out and give me 50 push-ups. You know? I found out you can't do that in Bible study. Get your head in the Bible. Get out and give me 50 Beatitudes. I don't know. But yeah, I work with college students now, and man, I love college students. They're so sweet, you know, they all want to change the world, and they're young enough to think they can. It's precious. You know, I was walking across campus one day, they had a booth that said, change the world by changing the word. It's like, what is this about? So I find out. They're like, we're getting people to sign a petition to stop using the R word. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm so old I don't even know all the cuss words now. Y'all got new cuss words. He's like, retarded? I was like, that's retarded. I had my campus ministry shirt on. I refrained. I wanted to say it, but I was like, okay. You know, but I don't know. It was a disconnect for me. Like, I don't understand. Like, if everybody stops using the R word suddenly, like, human trafficking and drug trafficking and wars just come to an end suddenly. By the way, who is even getting this petition? Who are you giving this to? What are they going to do with it to get us to stop using the R word? I don't get it. Like, I could see if maybe we stopped electing R-word presidents, maybe, okay. Maybe that might start making some changes. I could get behind that. But I wanted to be supportive, you know, they mean well, so I signed their petition, but then I thought to myself, what would Michael Scott do? So I signed it, this is retarded. But it was in cursive, they're college students, they couldn't read it. It's okay. No worries. I grew up in a tougher time, you know? Like, we were a little harder in the 80s and 90s. You know, everybody just got soft on us these days. Like, even, take black belts, for example, okay? In the 80s, if somebody had a black belt in karate, that's a bad dude, y'all. That's a bad dude. You don't mess with somebody with a black belt. Nowadays, I don't know, man. I've seen some, like, really old, out-of-shape white ladies somehow have a black belt in karate. I'm just like, how did this happen? Have they lowered the testing standards that much? Is it now just a written test? In 100 words or less, describe how you would beat someone up. You know, like, I don't know. I have a different philosophy on black belts. See, I think there should only be a certain number in circulation, And if you want one, you gotta go beat up somebody and take their black belt from them. Now you have one, right? That'd be way more entertaining for the rest of us than you just punching some logs, you know? It's like way more, and then you would have an actual reason, a legitimate reason to be walking around like, whoa, you know? Because like any moment, it could happen. It could happen. Anyway, it's a crazy world we live in. You know, so many people are confused about their gender and getting these terrible surgeries and mutilating themselves. And I start thinking, okay, what would Big Pharma do? You know, they would take advantage of this mental health crisis and start making money. So I was like, why not me, right? So here's my plan. I'm going to get a Chinese factory to start making imitation body parts. And I'm going to sell them at a discount over here in the States. Yeah, I think I'll call it Dollar Genital. That should go well. That should go well. But you know, I'm doing well financially. I really am. I don't even need to go that route, man. I'm doing so good despite all this ridiculous inflation. I get letters in the mail every week telling me I have an outstanding balance sometimes. Thanks for noticing. I was pretty good myself. Hey guys, I'm Brandon Bell. Thank you for laughing at me.